In the quiet of night, when emotions stir and passions rise, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of all things, even the most intimate of moments. If your partner shares her love with you, it is a gift that should be cherished, not clung to. Yet understand that this act, like all things, is but a temporary union of bodies and souls in the larger tapestry of life. We must not mistake temporary pleasures for permanence, for they are subject to change, as is everything in the world. A wise mind knows that true fulfillment does not come from the external, but from within. Relationships, like all aspects of life, must be approached with the understanding that they are not possessions but shared experiences. If the time comes when the bond between you both falters or shifts, the Stoic approach is not to hold on to it out of fear or desire, but to accept it with grace. It is only through embracing the inevitable cycles of change that we can find peace, knowing that our worth is not determined by another's actions but by our own understanding of virtue. In the face of any change, remember the Stoic ideal, to remain steadfast and composed. If ever there comes a moment when it is clear that your partner no longer walks the same path, true strength lies in recognizing that attachment is not the path to happiness but the freedom to live in harmony with the nature of things. Romance, as beautiful and passionate as it may be, is ultimately a fleeting experience. In moments of love and intimacy, we may become lost in the sensation of connection, thinking that these moments will last forever. However, the wise understand that all things in life are transient, and romance is no exception. While the affection shared in these intimate moments may feel everlasting, it is only a temporary union of bodies and minds. The key to peace and contentment lies in recognizing this impermanence. By accepting that nothing, not even the most profound emotional connections, is meant to last forever, we free ourselves from the trap of attachment. The romantic relationship, like every experience, is shaped by time and change. No matter how strong the feelings may seem, they too will evolve, and that is the nature of existence. Clinging to a fleeting moment out of a desire to preserve it for eternity only leads to dissatisfaction, because it disregards the inherent truth that all things pass. By accepting the impermanence of romance, we open ourselves to the possibility of truly appreciating it while it lasts, without the need to force it into a mold of permanence. In this light, we learn to cherish the moments of romance for what they are: beautiful, temporary connections that can add joy to our lives without being the defining factor of our worth or happiness. By releasing the expectation that romance must last forever, we allow ourselves to experience it fully in the present, understanding that our fulfillment comes not from the romance itself, but from our ability to appreciate it without dependence or attachment. When relationships change or falter, the wise understand that it is a natural part of the human experience. Love and connection are dynamic, evolving over time. If a relationship no longer serves its intended purpose, or if one's path diverges from their partner's, it is important to accept the transformation with grace and understanding. Clinging to something that no longer fits can cause unnecessary suffering. The Stoic approach teaches us that our peace does not depend on the actions of others, but on how we respond to life's fluctuations. This acceptance of change is not a sign of weakness or defeat, but of maturity and wisdom. It reflects the understanding that we are not masters over the course of others' feelings or destinies. Rather than resisting the ebb and flow of relationships, the Stoic ideal encourages us to maintain inner stability. If love fades or if a relationship shifts in ways we had not anticipated, the wise do not react with frustration or despair. Instead, they acknowledge that relationships, like all things, are temporary. This acceptance frees us from the grip of disappointment and allows us to move forward, secure in the knowledge that we can find fulfillment within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances. Change does not define our worth, nor does it lessen the beauty of the time spent with another. The key is to meet these transitions with equanimity, trusting that each stage of a relationship, whether it is flourishing or fading, has its value. In releasing our attachment to what was or what might have been, we allow ourselves the freedom to embrace what comes next, knowing that the path to peace lies in accepting the natural course of life. In conclusion, the Stoic approach to relationships, love, and attachment teaches us to embrace the natural flow of life with grace and understanding. Romance, while beautiful, is temporary and impermanent, and it is essential to recognize this fleeting nature without clinging to it. True fulfillment comes not from external sources, but from within, from our ability to appreciate the present without becoming dependent on it for our happiness. When relationships shift or change, the wise do not resist or hold on out of fear or desire. Instead, they accept these transitions with calmness and maturity, knowing that change is a natural part of life. By releasing attachment, we free ourselves from the suffering of trying to control outcomes that are beyond our influence. This acceptance fosters inner peace and allows us to move forward with resilience and grace. Ultimately, true strength lies in our ability to live in harmony with the ever-changing nature of existence. By focusing on what we can control, our inner peace, our values, and our response to life's challenges, we create the foundation for a more fulfilling and meaningful life, unaffected by the ebb and flow of external circumstances. This is the essence of true freedom and tranquility. Pray.